Hello, Carol.
Hi.
Welcome to our conversation. Thank you so much for your time. Um, Carol, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Canterbury in Kent in the UK.
Oh,
Well, that's
fantastic.
where I live now anyway. Yeah.
How long you've been felting?
Maybe a year, maybe a year and a half actually. I mean, I knew about felting because I like wool and I like spinning. And the guild where I go, they occasionally there's someone there who's a good felter, and she occasionally does a workshop. But I think it was a year or so ago. I was on holiday and I went into this little boutique, and they had a section of wearable art, and there were these beautiful Nuna felted scarves there, and I'd never seen anything like that before, and it was like, wow, I really want to have a go at that. So I went home and searched all around on the internet, found out a bit about it, and found you on there with your videos, and they were they were just so easy to understand and clear, and your manner was lovely, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have a try at it, and yeah, so really it started from there.
Oh, fantastic. And so you are a beginner.
Yes, yes.
Got it. And how long you've been a member of our club Felt with Lena?
Probably I've just renewed my membership, so I've 1 year. 1 year,
One
I
year.
think.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow. And why you renewed your membership?
Well, I joined the club because I bought one of your videos, which was the autumn leaves Nuna felted scarf, which I did and I loved, but then I found I wanted some more than that. I wanted to have other people that I knew that I could talk to about felting, who were interested, who I could ask questions, share ideas, get ideas from, because when you like something, you want to be able to talk about it with people. And I didn't know anybody really to
Mhm.
be able to do that with. And so that was sort of one of my main motivations for starting to the club. Yeah.
And so you renewed membership after
Yes.
1 year,
Yes.
which thank you so much. Great to have you a member. And what have you created? What have you learned?
Oh, I've done the first thing I did as part of the club was you did a section on lampshades,
Yeah,
and the different techniques for creating lampshades, and then you said, oh, well, we can make these into wearables, and so you did these scarves,
yeah, neck
neck warmers.
warmers.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I thought,
beautiful.
oh, so I had to go at that, and that was the
Yeah.
first thing that I did. Yeah. And
Oh,
then since then, I've done this lariat. This was the
yeah,
ruffled felting one you did
yeah,
recently.
we did.
Again, what I love is the way that you start something off as a project, and then you say, oh, someone discusses in the Zoom or whatever, oh, let's can we do something else with it, or suggest another idea, and you always say, oh, I'll add another video. And I love that. And so then you added a video about lariats from the ruffled cushion,
Yeah, yeah.
and I love the lariat, so I made this one, and then I made another one where again we were discussing in the Zoom meetings we have in the club, and I had this old sample, which was the first sample I'd ever made of
Mhm.
Nuna felting, but it wasn't very well felted, so I thought, I don't think I can use it for anything. But I sort of talked about it in the meeting, and there were various ideas of how I could upcycle it to use it to make a lariat. So I
Yeah.
did. I made a lariat. Oh, there it is. This one.
Oh,
From
fantastic.
that, and I was so
Yes.
delighted to be. I would never have thought of that if I hadn't been part of a club where you can discuss these ideas. So,
So,
yeah.
so what I understand, you like have structured lessons, learning techniques through my videos. However, what valuable to you is a community where
Yeah.
you learn, we learn from each other, and I guess it's my flexibility to when we have questions, you have students have questions, I go and come up with idea
Yes.
and lesson.
Yeah, exactly. It's so personal as a club. It's not, yes,
Yeah,
I mean, you can watch a video anywhere on the internet of different things, but it's that interaction and being able to bring ideas and bring questions, the little
yeah,
questions which you know, you just don't know how to go forward with a project. And
got it,
then, you know, ideas come up and you can sort of move on with it.
got it.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
yeah.
really developed my confidence.
Oh, I'm glad to hear this. Talking about confidence, what's the biggest item you created and felt?
I made the felted waistcoat, which again was one of your challenges, which was a huge challenge. I'd have never tried it without being part of the club. But the good thing about the club is that you've got people who are really good felters who have felted for years, but you've also got beginners like me,
Yeah,
and everyone's, if you do a challenge, everyone's doing it together. So you know, you have a go and you know, you discuss where it's going with it, and yeah, I was delighted to have made that. That was a really, you know, and I learned so much. I like learning a technique and then doing something with it immediately, and always different things. They're really interesting.
that's great. It's great to hear this. So you have just renewed your membership for another year.
Yes.
So what what do you want to achieve during this year? What do you want to learn? What do you want to achieve?
I want to develop my techniques because I'm, you know, I am a beginner. Um, I I think I want to get more consistent with how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, try again. I like trying different things, and I just like being part of the community. I mean, there's so much on the in the videos and things in your library and in the club that I haven't even
Yes.
looked at yet. Which you know, and I like
Yes.
that. But you know, you don't have to do the challenge if you don't want to. You can
Yeah.
pick something from the library and then still discuss it in a Zoom in one of the Zoom sort of meetings.
Absolutely. Yes, you have a library of 60 online classes, so
Yeah,
many Zooms where lots of tips, and every 2 months I create a new challenge, which the way we create, exactly, this is what helps me as well to create what community wants. So when going into Zoom, what are we learning? What are we creating next?
yeah.
So that's really community is valuable to me. And thank you so much for being part of this community.
Oh, I love it. I love
Thank,
it.
thank you for loving felt and creating. And thank you for pushing that boundaries because you call yourself a beginner. I would not say this anymore. You're not a beginner. But going and creating waistcoat and one of the first in the membership in the club, I do remember when you put photograph and remember that colors, blue and
Mm,
orange, and you were
mm.
so brave with colors. Well done. Really
Thank
acknowledge you
you.
for this. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for being member of our club and contributing and learning and loving and continuing creating. Thank you, Carol.
Oh, pleasure. I
Thank you.
really like as well the Facebook club element of the
Mm,
club as well, so that you
yeah,
can post things, you know, and different members put up pictures of what they've done, and that's a really nice way to interact with people outside of the meetings as well.
yeah. Great. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best
Thank
and
you.
let's continue Felton journey together. Thank
Yes.
you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. Thank you.